girl's best friend. Down to a girl's best friend. Something good at me, I ain't afraid to catch a case. BBS is on me and I flood it out the face. Down to a girl's best friend. Down to a girl's best friend. I don't need you, I got flooded out baguettes. I don't need you, I'm on
with some very Veelo lipstick base. We're going to be doing 1/2 tablespoon. Alright, we're just going to scoop all of that out first. Then we're going to go in with some titanium dioxide, which is a good base so that your color will be super pigmented. And we're going to do 1/2 teaspoon of that. And with this, because it's real pigmented, you want to make sure that you thoroughly mix this in. Don't get lazy because you have a little white streak, so you want to make sure that that is mixed all the way in. We're just gonna mix. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with our red alum lake, and that'll be 1 teaspoon. And I didn't record myself doing all of this process only because my phone ended up dying, but I did go in with about 5 or 6 teaspoons of the red alum lake. I just didn't get to record it all. So here it looks like a little light red pinkish color, but that's okay because we're gonna get it right. And that's another teaspoon. And normally I'm used to doing larger batches, so the process was a bit longer. Because normally I do 1 tablespoon of the lipstick base. So we're going to mix. So you want to make sure that you thoroughly mix all pigments because it will be clumpy and gritty. So you want to make sure you do that. So this is a red pigment from TKB Trading. I did about 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. So that's about 6. That's about 6 drops. And normally I will do like the measuring cups. The measuring spoon, sorry. But it still would come out as a drop. Literally, that's the measurement. So a lot of the times, I do go by eyesight. And then I write down exactly what it is. And the only reason why I had to redo this color, which is Chianti, named after me, which is also a wine color, is because somehow my recipe book came up missing. So here I'm using Very Veelo Beauty's red liquid pigment. And that was 3 drops. So that makes 7. So that's 10 drops of red. And again, this is not the quickest way. This is just me going by eyesight. Because again, I lost my book. I didn't move. So yeah, stuff get lost while moving. Or I think it was missing before I moved. I'm not sure. So this color, I'm not sure of the exact, but it is like a dark burgundy color. And now I'm using the blue liquid pigment from TKB Trading. And I'm going to put all this information in the description, so just bear with me. But I'm trying to get it to as close as purple without turning it completely purple. If that makes sense. Because again, we trying to get that perfect wine red. So we just gonna keep mixing and mixing and mixing. Yeah, this is my first time recording in a long while. I was supposed to release this video a good week ago, but for some reason the size of this video is larger, so I wasn't able to pretty much finish it. So I'm still trying to figure out what was going on, because I still don't know. So remember, we already had 10 drops of that red liquid pigment. So that was an extra 4, so that's 14. I know 14 sound like a lot, but you can also just simply use a measuring spoon. And do it all in one instead of drop by drop. But I like to remember by drops just in case I lose my measuring spoons. So that's another drop of that burgundy color. And we just gonna keep mixing. I definitely forgot how messy this process could be, because this mess is all over my gloves and I have to keep stopping to wipe the gloves off. And my hands was cramping, so it was a process, y'all. Just trust the process, please. Trust the process. And we are mixing. So we're going to go in again with that burgundy color. Oh, no, sorry. That is black. So we did 3 drops of black, just to speed up the process of making it a bit darker. And this is the red pigment, again, from Veelo Beauty. My top was a little messed up. I don't know why. But we're going to stick beside it. We're going to stick beside it because the product is still good. So we not going to complain. We just going to keep mixing and mixing and mixing. I'm sorry, I got my hair all in the way. So now we're going to go in with a few more drops, which is 2. So that's about 4 drops of the blue liquid pigment from TKB Trading. So now we are where we need to be. Look at that beautiful color. So we could have stopped here if we wanted like a real shiny lipstick, but me personally, I love matte, which is why I decided to name this specific color after myself and my favorite wine, which is Chianti. So we're going to make this matte by using our kaolin clay. And this, it doesn't dim the color or transfer like a white anything. It basically absorbs the oils that you use, in which all the oils are in the lipstick base. So we're going to mix, mix, mix. And it will feel like it's resisting or drying out. But when you keep mixing, it's just going to create this goodness, this real pretty matte color. And sometimes what I do when I feel like it's drying out a little too much, I go ahead and add in my Isododecane, which also creates, help it create like a matte color. But this Isododecane is remixed by Veelo Beauty as well. And I have regular Isododecane, but I prefer to use the remix. And another product you can use also is, I believe it's the methicone, which I also have. But I haven't used it since I very first started making lipstick. And I guess the only reason why I stopped is because the process of making lipstick it just felt like a fail to me. I felt like I wasn't going to accomplish anything by trying to do it, because it's a learning process. It really is. And you just have to learn to keep mixing. It's okay to throw some stuff away. Just keep trying until you get what you actually like. And so here you see me putting in my Isododecane remix. I do have it in a different bottle, only because I wanted to monitor how much I'm using. So I put it in a container that already had like a little dropper. And so normally that dropper equals out to about, I believe it's half a teaspoon. If not, it's barely less than half a teaspoon. So we're going to keep mixing this up. Now it's all creamy. You can tell that it's not as shiny as it was at first. I did spill some pigment powder. That's why you see it on the napkin. But thank God it got on the napkin and not my floor, because I would have been crying. So we are going to go ahead and start our bottling process. These are my tubes that I got custom made for me. You can kind of tell that I had already been using the wand, but that's how it looks. It's a quick swatch. But yes, throughout the process, I always use my wand, not for customers, but for my personal. This is a personal batch. I test out how it looks throughout the process. So that's why that one tube looked like it already had product on the inside. So we just gonna go ahead and mix some more just to be safe. Now I'm going to get my syringe, that is a 20 ml, and my pipette. What I do is I clip the pipette until I can fit it on my syringe. So I always do a small portion first, just so I won't clip too much, because I've done that before and I had to throw it away and start over. And you want to make sure it's enough space. So it's not always good for it to fit exactly, only because it'll feel like it's too much pressure and the pipette will fly off. And you don't want that, especially with highly pigmented lipstick, because it's going to stain something. I guarantee you. I'm just moving everything out the way. So sometimes, depending on the thickness, I'll just scoop in the product. If it's too thick, I'll do it from the top. If it's not too thick, it's a little loose, I'll just suction it in from the bottom using the tip of the syringe. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And check out my website, KimorGrandeur.com. Thank you. So because my tubes are so big, it takes me one try, and then I have to scoop in a little bit more just to fill it to the top. Now the smaller tubes, lipstick tubes or lip gloss tubes, you don't want to fill it all the way to the top, because you got to put the insert in. And the insert already makes it come up a little bit more. So you want to leave a little space. Now I'm going to add a little bit more, and that's the finishing product. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Kimora Grandora Cosmetics. Bye.
Down to a girl's best friend. Down to a girl's best friend.